Hello and greetings everyone. Now then, I'm making this video especially today. As some of you know, we are going to Moor Forge for our Yule celebration. Now, the nice guy that runs it, Dave, has just contacted me and told us that a group called Heathen Eye has accused us of being white supremacists, racists. Really? I mean, I've got about 300 videos on this channel, and I touch on the race subject many, many times. But I want to make this really clear to everyone who tries to paint us as racists. We follow the old gods, Norse gods, the gods of Northern Europe. Now it's itchy nose, cat ears. Now then, our group, the Volgolf clan, is a religious group. We allow anyone who follows the faith to join our group. That's that simple. Anyone that follows the faith can join our group. We don't care if you're black, white, mixed race, green. We don't care. Colour has nothing to do with it. It's in your blood, it's in your DNA. If the gods decide that a Chinese man is within our bloodline, then who are us to question the gods? And when I say bloodline, it's difficult to explain that because people seem to think it's sort of an ethnic thing. It's not. Our bloodline can be from. I mean, anyone can have our bloodline. All it has to do is sometime way past, could be 10,000 years ago, that your ancestors were from Northern Europe. And that's all it means. It has nothing to do with colour, nothing to do with race, nothing to do with anything of that kind. Let's make this clear as well. The Volgov clan welcomes every one of our faith. Doesn't matter what colour you are. Doesn't matter where you're from. If you follow the gods, you are welcome with us. Now, really, I shouldn't have to say this because I've mentioned this many, many times. The group I run, Ordnance Brotherhood, we had a man from Africa who asked to join, and I do what I normally do. I look at his profile, see if he publishes stuff about the gods, and he did. He published a lot of information about the gods. Now, this man also told us he could not trace his ancestry back to Northern Europe, that as far as he knew, his family, as far back as he could go, were African, but he felt a kinship to the Norse gods. Now, that was good enough for me. If the Norse gods have put that in his heart, that is good enough for me. Doesn't matter if he can trace his ancestry back or not. If the gods put in your heart to follow the faith, then who are we to question it? So this group, I don't know if it is a group itself called the Heathen Eye, or just one of the members have decided that we're racist. Just look back at my videos. Look back at my videos and you'll see it's not true. I mean, most of the Viking people were built on slavery of white people from England to France, or Frankie as you like to call it. They would take slaves from Sweden to Ireland. They would take, slaves wherever and sell them throughout the world. So really, the bloodline can be anywhere in the world, because we also took a lot of slaves from Ireland and Scotland and England and sold them to places like the Byzantine Empire, which is Turkey. Was sold to North Africa. To us, slaves, well, our ancestors, slaves were slaves. White, black, yellow, whatever. If If they took a slave in conflict, then they've sold a slave. But it wasn't just the Nordic people that did that. Everybody did that. The Romans, the Egyptians, the Greeks, everybody did that in those days. But we're civilized now. We don't do that. I think I've ranted on a bit. I think you can tell how really paid off I am that some people have considered us racist. I am sick of people just throwing that at you and thinking, oh, it's going to stick. He's white, he's covered in tattoos, he must be. Bullshit. Sorry for swearing. Okay. Hail the gods. Hail to you. Hail there. Hail your father. Toodles. Oh, by the way, the gods weren't racist. The gods married dwarfs, giants, humans. Just never thought I'd say that. Toodles.